I brought something up to show you.
Wow.
So it's the...
Sakuri! Yay!
And I have an extra cup just for you.
みさきが送る世界の日本酒と SDGs シリーズ。今日はどんなお話が聞けるのでしょうか。ニューヨーク編。Hello everyone, me Matsuzaki, Misaki Japan 2021. Today I have a guest. Ta-da! Sam, hello.
Hello.
Where are you now?
I'm currently in New York City, in Manhattan, up in Harlem.
Thank you very much for coming to our YouTube channel. Thank you very much. She's an architect and dancer and needle felting artist. Thank you very much. So today we're gonna drink some sake and talk about SDGs. Have you heard of SDGs before?
Yes, I have. It stands for Sustainable Development Goals. It's definitely something that's been on my mind and it's been very prevalent. I mean, since they announced them in 2015, I believe. I know that their ultimate goal was 2030 to have some big change, but I feel we have a lot more work to do as a world and as a collective society.
Yeah, thank you very much. So today we're gonna choose number 12, which is responsible consumption. Consumption.
It's difficult.
Yeah, responsible consumption and production. Yeah, cool. Well, before we start, let's talk about some sake that we're gonna drink.
Yeah, let's start there. It's a good place to start.
What are you gonna drink today?
Okay, so today we have a soto sake.
That's from Niigata.
Let's see if we can grab this on camera. Yay! Oh wow, it's really aromatic.
Yeah.
It's really good. Yeah, so far.
Let me introduce my own sake too. Ta-da! It's a citron sake from Gifu Prefecture. And I put this in the fridge for like a few days. And it got a bit sherbet, watery.
Oh, nice.
This is good for the summer. Let's kanpai. Yeah.
Kanpai.
Itadakimasu. Smells citron. How is it?
It's very smooth, and the initial flavor it changes as it rolls over my tongue and it leaves my palate. Really round. I think that's all I can say. It's not sharp. It doesn't really feel too spicy or fiery. It's really smooth. And some sakes I've had are much more intense in like the flavor, I guess. The heat. Yeah. Is the typical alcohol percentage like 8 to 10%?
It's around 13 to 40.
Oh, okay. I see. So it's higher than beer.
So you have to be careful when you
be very careful. Only a small amount. It's good. It's perfect.
Cool. All right. I'm just gonna eat the sherbet. I wish I can give it to you like this. I love it. Thank you. Very fresh. And the smell of citron is very refreshing and like make me cool down. Well, let's move on to our topic.
Okay.
Can you tell me about your thoughts, what you have been working on regarding the responsible production and consumption?
Yes. Okay. I've made a few changes, mainly trying to reduce my plastic consumption. So I started with soap. So washing dishes, normally we buy like the liquid in the soap bottle. It's very accessible, easy to use. But I was like, okay, I can start to cut this out in this way. And so I use bar soap now.
When you use wash dishes too?
Yeah. So basically you have like your solid dish soap, and I have like a natural loofah or a natural brush that I bought, which can be compostable at the end of its use. So I'm very mindful of the life cycle of these products and the materiality that they're composed of. And so it's a different method, right, of washing dishes. You have to kind of change your pattern. And for me, it's been exciting because I feel more connected to my dishwashing now, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
As well as my hair soap and conditioner. I bought bar soap from Lush. For me, at least, it works with my hair. I know it's not applicable to everyone. So that's another thing that I've changed. It's just changing your pattern. So that's something I've been thinking about.
And like, that's something that all of us can do, right? So even the things that we consume for our pleasure could be like eco-friendly too, right? Ta-da! Made these earrings for me, all handmade, and it's made of wool. Is it? Yeah.
Yep, sheep's wool. Those were made through needle felting, which is a process of basically compacting wool using specific needles that have little barbs on them, and it'll intertwine and lock the fibers.
Can you show me some objects?
So this is little mushrooms.
Cute.
And this one was inspired by kokedama. This is one of my favorite small sculptures.
It's so cute.
Just like cute small things that you can bring into your house that don't take up too much space and that are also very tactile and add this new dimension of you can interact with things. So just some fun little items there.
Thank you very much for sharing.
Thank you.
And we were talking about number 11 too?
Yep.
Sustainable citizen communities, number 11.
Yes. So this directly relates to the work that I do, my job. So I'm an architectural designer. Regarding material, like natural materials, just independently, I have been studying natural building. And so natural building is basically designing and building using natural materials.
Yeah.
And the one book by Emily that I was reading is the Japan's Clay Walls.
Oh.
She studied Japanese plastering in Kyoto. So I immediately bought this and read it. And I do have a few other books. I have a Japanese joinery.
Oh, cool.
And Japanese woodworking tools. So there's more, but it's Japan's very much, it's been a traditional practice, so it's in your culture. Are there a lot of green roofs? Have you seen any green roofs in Japan?
And there's one Japanese sake brewing company that has office in Ginza. That company is actually making rice on the rooftop.
Oh, really? So they have like a farm on the roof. Oh, that's awesome.
It's a special case though.
Yeah, that is a special case, but at least it's like, it's holding its own, showing what could be possible.
Yeah, like these talks actually change the way I think of like what to do in day-to-day life. Like these little conversations makes me realize the impact that I have as well.
Yeah. That power. We all have it. And just imagine, I was on the subway yesterday And I looked around and I was like, what if everyone in this car decided to work together and do something? You know? And imagine if that was scaled up.
Yeah.
It's just a dream and a hope right now, but there is a collective consciousness, and I think the more we all talk, and it's just such a powerful thing. Yeah.
So thank you very much for Sam for your talk. Yeah.
Thank you.
If you guys are interested about these stuff, so please check out the Instagram of hers, and some need felting stuff is inside the Instagram as well. So I hope you enjoyed, and thank you for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye bye. Thank you, Sam.
Bye bye.
Yeah, so like, yeah, sake industry is also working, hard to make a better society as well. Like in terms of the responsible production, people are trying not to use the carbon box, but just, using the bin, or like even they make the bins plastic so that it's lighter to,
to move.
Yeah,
move. And they'll last forever because it's plastic.
They're like good and bad, but good and bad.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not against any material. I think every material has its place and its purpose. The real thing, as I've learned from listening to this podcast, Building Sustainability, is there's only consequences. So it's when you choose, it's what consequences do you want, or what are the pros and cons? So there's no evil material, but it's how we use them and respect them.
Yeah.